First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. Freedom is never dear at any price. It is the breath of life. What would a man not pay for living? You must be the change you wish to see in the world. It is better to be violent, if there is violence in our hearts, than to put on the cloak of non-violence to cover impotence. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Power is of two kinds. One is obtained by the fear of punishment and the other by acts of love. Power based on love is 1,000 times more effective and permanent than the one derived from fear of punishment. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. Prayer is the key of the morning and the bolt of the evening. An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. Man becomes great exactly in the degree in which he works for the welfare of his fellow men. Action expresses priorities. There is more to life than increasing its speed. The essence of all religions is one. Only their approaches are different. There is a sufficiency in the world for man's need but not for man's greed. If I had no sense of humor, I would long ago have committed suicide. Prayer is not asking. It is a longing of the soul. It is daily admission of one's weakness. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart. I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles, but today it means getting along with people. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. We may stumble and fall but shall rise again. It should be enough if we did not run away from the battle. To believe in something, and not to live it, is dishonest. All compromise is based on give and take, but there can be no give and take on fundamentals. Any compromise on mere fundamentals is a surrender. For it is all give and no take. A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes merely uttered to please, or worse, to avoid trouble. Non-cooperation with evil is as much a duty as is cooperation with good. Those who say religion has nothing to do with politics do not know what religion is. Man's nature is not essentially evil. Brute nature has been known to yield to the influence of love. You must never despair of human nature. Anger is the enemy of non-violence and pride is a monster that swallows it up. The moment there is suspicion about a person's motives, everything he does becomes tainted. An error does not become truth by reason of multiplied propagation, nor does truth become error because nobody sees it. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. It is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. Where there is love there is life. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. There is a higher court than courts of justice, and that is the court of conscience. It supersedes all other courts. Even if you are a minority of one, the truth is the truth. A small body of determined spirits fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history. The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. A nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. Freedom is not worth having if it does not connote freedom to err. When I admire the wonders of a sunset or the beauty of the moon, my soul expands in the worship of the Creator. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. Honest disagreement is often a good sign of progress. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. The good man is the friend of all living things. In matters of conscience, the law of the majority has no place. My life is my message. Anger and intolerance are the enemies of correct understanding. A man who was completely innocent offered himself as a sacrifice for the good of others, including his enemies, and became the ransom of the world. It was a perfect act. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary, the evil it does is permanent. Whatever you do may seem insignificant to you, but it is most important that you do it. Morality is the basis of things, and truth is the substance of all morality. If we are to teach real peace in this world, and if we are to carry on a real war against war, we shall have to begin with the children. If patience is worth anything, it must endure to the end of time. And a living faith will last in the midst of the blackest storm. Truth never damages a cause that is just.